Today I'm talking about the rights of a member. This is unit number 2 of your syllabus, section 2.4. In the worlds of business, forming a company is a common practice to engage in commercial activities. And for that, we need persons, we need individuals to run a big companies, large scale companies, and these persons they form into a members of the company by having capital contribution to the company, by having a financial stake in the company, financial interest in the company, in the form of shares they have in the company. So, so to run a big companies in the world of business, to run a big companies, we need persons. The company may associate persons forming together for achievement of common goals of the company, common objectives of the company. And company comprises individuals, legal members, and play a crucial role in its functioning. Understanding the rights and liabilities of members is essential for anyone involved in a company. You should know your rights, you should know your liabilities as a member of a company, for anyone involved in company, anyone, uh, whosoever involved with the functions of the company, uh, that person should know his or her rights and liabilities and duties as a member of the company. This is a part of the Companies Act, the Companies Law, the rights of a member. So when once a person becomes a member, he is entitled to exercise all the rights of a member until he ceases to be a member. So long a person name stands registered in the books as a member, even if he has sold the shares and has given the share certificates and blank transfer deed duly signed, he alone is entitled to exercise the rights of membership. There's a famous case law in this. Two parties involved in this case. One is Balakrishna Gupta Brothers and Swadeshi Politics Limited, and Life Insurance Corporation of India versus Scots Limited. So this is just an introduction. This is just a brief introduction of our rights of a member. That gives you the power, the authority uh, to exercise your right as a member of the company, and till the continuation of the company, till the name of the company is in the register of companies at the register of office of the company. So company run by its members of the company, whatever capacity they have in the company, the members of the company, the shareholders of the company, directors of the company, they are responsible for running the big companies, and we need persons, institutional persons, organizational persons who have expertise, who have professionalism, who have experience in the particular field to run the big companies, and he or she should know his or her rights as a member of the company, and until he ceases to be a member, and a person name is registered in the books as a member of the company, and he sold the share, has given the share certificates and time transfer deed to be signed. He is alone is entitled to exercise the rights of ownership. The person who owns or holds the share capital into the company, the number of shares in the company, on that basis, his or her right is determined by the company as per the provisions of the Companies Act in respect of the rights of a member. The famous case law in this, Balakrishna Gupta and others versus Swadeshi Politics Limited and Life Insurance Corporation of India versus Scots Limited. Then come to the rights of a member in detail. We study today in today's class. Uh, Today's topic is rights of a member. Just I will give a brief introduction of rights of a member. When a person becomes a member, he or she is entitled to exercise all the rights of a member until he ceases to be a member of the company. And so long as he is a member of the company, his name is registered in the books as a member of the company, and he has sold the shares and has given the share certificate and blank transfer deed to decide, he alone is entitled to exercise the right to membership because you have a share certificate as a member of the company, and you have blank transfer deed also to the site, and that person can enjoy, can exercise his right to membership, has authority of membership of the company. Uh, he has a right to participate in the meetings of the company, has a right to vote in the meetings of the company, has a right to give dissent in the meetings of the company or assent in the meetings of the company, he has a right to transfer shares to another party. Uh, he has a right to receive a share certificate, a share bonds from the company. He has a right to see the books of accounts of the company, any official documents of the company. As a member of the company, as a member, he or she enjoys. He has a right to receive dividend as well from the company. The company declare dividend. Even if it is a no-profit company, cannot declare dividend, but in the case of profit company declares dividend, then it is only paid. Otherwise, without declaration of dividend, dividend cannot be paid to the members of the company or shareholders of the company. So, so when person becomes a member of the company by purchasing shares of the company, that person is entitled to exercise, authorized, authenticated to exercise all the rights associated with the members of the company in respect of the uh, getting share certificate, share warrant, getting bank transfer deed, having voting rights, having to participate in the voting meetings of the company, has a right to say yes or no in the meetings of the company, has a right to give his dissent also as well in the meetings of the company, as a member of the company, and individual right is there. Right to receive, to start with individual rights of a member of the company, because if a company run by its company is an artificial person, company does not have its physical existence like a natural person. Company is an unnatural person, and company existence only in the eyes of law. Artificial legal existence in the eyes of law. Um, as an artificial legal person, not does not have features like a natural person. So there are certain individual rights associated with the members of the company, right to receive copies of certain documents. That is a right associated with the members of the company. Uh, Right to receive the copies of certain documents like abridged financial statement and auditor's report. Second is report of the cost of auditors. And third is notices of the general meetings of the company. So these are the rights associated with the members of the company, which financial statements and auditors report. Second is report of the cost auditor and notices of the general meetings of the company. So these type of documents, the individual has a right, as a member has a right to receive the copies of these documents. These are the very important documents for the company. The copy of financial statement of the company, abridged financial statement, abridged means summarize, is a summarized form of financial statement of the company, and auditors reports of the company, and reports of the cost auditor is very important. His opinion is very important in respect of the financial statement of the company. As auditors reports, it's important document for investors as well. So they make a decisions for investment into the company by having a look over the auditors reports of the given by the auditors of the company, notices of the general meetings of the company. Then right to inspect such registers, returns, and gets copies thereof. As a writer, this is a right of a member. You have right to inspect these important registers of the company, returns of the company, and he or she has a right to get a copy as well of these important registers and returns. Right to inspect, investigate, you can say, verify, you can say, the important notebooks, registers of the company. Number one is, as per section 71 of the Companies Act 2013, number one is the venture trust deed. That is a document that is a register maintained by the company, um, accounting department of the company, account section of the company. Debenture trust deed, section number 71. This register can be verified, can be open for inspection for the members of the company, and member can may demand the members may demand with a copy of this particular debenture trustee book, note, you can say register, you can say from the company. That is a right available to the members of the company. Then point number two, section 85 and 87, register of charges and instrument of charges. And this is a register and returns that we can, the member have a right to inspect, member have a right to investigate and verify these register of charges and instrument of charges as a member of the company has a right. This is a right which only exercised by the members of the company. Members are authorized, they are authorized or dedicated to exercise these rights as a member of the company, as per section 85 and 87 of the Companies Act. Then number third, copies of contract of employment. This document can be verified, can be inspected by the members of the company with managing of board and directors. So copies of contract employment with managing directors and directors of the company. The company have whether MD or WTD, MD or manager. Manager is there is no MD, WTD. So managing director or board of directors, the contract of employment. So the members have the right to inspect the copies of these contract of employment uh, as the official legal right authority to inspect these important documents of the company for their decision making purposes. Then point number four, shareholders minutes book, section 119 of the Companies Act is about the shareholders minutes book of of the company, and this is also a very important register of the company, which members have a right to inspect of the company uh, as a authority, as a official rights, legal rights as a member, and that person is entitled to exercise, enforce also that right to be inspect these important documents at the company, the minutes books, shareholders minutes book. And he may or she may can demand for the copies of the minutes books as per section 119. Then point number five, register of contracts and companies and firms in which directors are interested as per section 189. So register of contracts are there. Companies and firms in which directors are interested. These documents can be inspected by the members of the company as the official right to be a member, as the official entitled to this right as a member of the company, and authenticated, authorized to inspect these important documents of the company, the register of contracts and companies and firms in which directors are interested, section 189. Then point number six is registered directors and key managerial personnel and their shareholding, section 170. So registered directors and key managerial personnel, and these are also very important document to be inspected, to be open for inspection by the company for their members of the company. The registered directors, the registered KMPs is a key managerial personnel of the company and their shareholding, section 170. When The next, right to attend meetings of the company, whether it is annual general meetings of the company, whether it is extraordinary general meetings of the company, whether it is class meetings of the companies, the members of the company, the shareholders of the company has a right, has an official right, entitled to this right to attend the meetings of the company, right to attend meetings of the shareholders of the company, as a shareholder of the company, as a member of the company, and exercise this voting right at these meetings either personally or through proxy, section 96, section 1, as per section 96, section 100, comma, section 105, and 107 of the Companies Act that give rights to the members of the company to attend meetings of the company uh, as their official right to attend these official meetings of the company. Then other rights associated with the members of the company, that is to transfer shares as per section 44 and section 56, and as per articles of session of the company, to resist and safeguard against increase in his liability without his written consent to receive dividend when declared to have right shares, section 62, to appoint directors, section 152, to share the surplus assets on winding up, section 320. So these are the other rights associated with the members of the company. Number one is section 4456 and A of the company to transfer shares to other third parties. That is the right available to the members of the company. You can easily transfer shares. That is based on restrictions. And the transfer of the shares in case of public limited companies, but there are certain restrictions associated with the members of the company. In the case of transfer of shares, in the case of private limited company, private limited company, there are certain restrictions associated with the members. So they cannot easily transfer their shares to third party another person. But that is it. But that is a, you can see the you can see privileges available to public limited companies. Their members that they can easily transfer their shares to another person as per the section 44 and 56, and if A of the company authorizing you for the transfer of your shares, then you can transfer the shares of the company to another person as a member of the company. Then to resist and safeguard against increase in his liability without his written consent. Then in that case, the members of the company has a right to increase his liability without his uh, written consent. That is a right. So no one can increase your liability without your written consent as a member of the company. So that must be alteration. There must be alteration in the MA of the company, in the object clause of the company. There must be alteration in the A of the company, and that resist and safeguard against increasing your liability without written consent. That is a right available to a member of the company to resist and safeguard against if there is any increase in liability from limited to unlimited, and this is without your consent, that is not acceptable. That is not acceptable by you as a member of the company, because there is no consent given by you for increasing your liability. So without your consent, if it is increased, then you can complain in the court of law. You can file a suit in the court of law against the company. Most companies are artificial legal person, companies are separate legal person that without my written consent, without my consent, the company increased my liability, and this is your right. This is a right available to the company. Then he or she has a right to speak, has a right to say yes or no in respect of increase in his or her liability uh, without his written consent. Then to receive dividend when declared to have right shares, that is a right available to the members of the company to receive dividend when declared. So this is a right available to a member. So members can receive dividend when it is only when it is declared. Otherwise, if it is not declared, member has no right to pay dividend. So only when it is declared, you have a right to pay dividend to the shareholders of the company. If company have profits, then company declare dividend. If company does not have profit, company does not declare dividend. Even if company have profit and company does not declare dividend, then dividend cannot be paid to the members of the company. It is only paid when it is declared by the company for the payment as a dividend to the members of the company. Then to have a right share, section 62, to appoint directors, section appointment directors is section 152, and to share the surplus assets on winding of section 320.